My dear and old friend Tom Pritchard always used to say to me that Anglicanism has a unique opportunity to reach Latinos because so many of them have been shaped by Catholicism.
What we have to offer within our historic liturgical context is a recognizable form of the Christian faith for Latin Americans who've grown up primarily with a Roman Catholic background.
I think it's important to invest in it, and why as Anglicans we need to be doing it. I think providentially we're kind of that both and kind of Christianity that seems to be what this particular population might need.
The number one challenge that we actually have right now in terms of reaching out into this population is the shortage of personnel. We do not have enough Spanish-speaking clergy or lay leaders in order to be able to reach effectively with the gospel into the Latin American communities.
And the population for America is only going to grow.
I can't think of a better way to spread the gospel than to train up faithful people to go out and preach, because one person trained at Trinity is a blessing to many, many people around the world.
The second challenge would be the lack of financial resources that are being allocated for this ministry as well.
I used to teach seminary, and when students would complain that a good theological education was expensive, our response was it's not nearly as expensive as a bad theological education. And indeed, most young people do not have the resources to pay for their seminary education by themselves. So therefore, if we want to raise up a theologically educated Latino pastorate, then we need to be able to fund it.
When we were talking at a board meeting about scholarships as part of our capital campaign, and John McDonald started explaining about the Diploma in Anglican Studies, I thought of Hugo for a Spanish language scholarship because, first of all, I know of Hugo's love for the Spanish language and for the Cuban people. And I also know of Hugo's love for Trinity.
Hugo has a very strong desire to see the gospel reach into Latin America. His father was the first bishop of Cuba. He grew up in Cuba. He is a fluent speaker of Spanish. And I know that having a scholarship that is actually going to train and equip and improve the ministries of Latin American clergy and lay leaders that is named after him will go far in honoring and recognizing the great contributions that Hugo has made to the church and to Trinity School for Ministry.
And this news of this Hispanic graduate study program is, I think, very exciting, and in my assessment, very much needed. Theological education is not cheap, and the need for scholarships for people preparing for the ministry and taking graduate studies is critical. And the fact that this will be available to some people that we know are already in or about to go into the Hispanic ministry is what I think makes it really worthwhile and excites me about it.
I hope that this program spreads virally to support more and more Spanish language congregations within our church.
We definitely need more seminary trained, anointed, passionate lovers of Jesus leading our Latino congregations.
Jim and I are so excited to be sharing this event with you. We're so glad that you want to honor Hugo and support this scholarship program. It means a lot to us and it means a lot to Trinity.
So many people have been touched by Hugo even if they don't know him. And I didn't really know him till I came to Truro, but he had been shaping my life through Trinity and other means. And then I got to know the man and made it even better. And I think there are a lot of people like me, a lot of people who've been touched. This is our opportunity to say thank you to him, thank you to God for giving us him.
I know there's some people here today that have come to enjoy this celebration, and I would just like to thank them for coming. Thank Betsy and Jim Lewis for cooking up this idea. And ask everybody to clearly understand this event and this scholarship is not about me. It's about the seminary, and I'm very happy to have been a part of it.